Today is my 5-year anniversary of uploading Love Island the Game content to YouTube, and I wanted to celebrate by looking at some of the best moments that have happened over the course of these 5 years and the Love Island the Game experience. And oh my goodness, have there been some experiences. Not only do I want to go through them and share them with you, but I also want to react to them because I haven't watched any of these clips in so long, and I think it's going to be a really fun thing for us to go and sit through and see what happened all those many years ago. Thank you so much to everyone for being on this journey with me as well. I really appreciate you. I think it's amazing that we're here together and we're experiencing it. Oh, I just cannot. We're almost at 10,000 subscribers as well. We're at 7,100 at the time of filming this. So if you are watching and you do like Love Island, you like episodes, chapters, please feel free to give this video a like and subscribe to see more. And without further ado, let's look at some of the best moments of Love Island the Game so far on my channel. And I think we're both going to be cringing a lot. This is my first ever YouTube video for Love Island the Game, and wow, have I changed. She's so little. This is so weird.
With 10 of the hottest and most illegible
like, I've changed so much.
You've got to couple up or clear out.
Bless everyone who spent any amount of time on me as a creator. Thank you so much for clicking on that video. This video has like 55,000 views. Most people, I think, came from this video. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
You're like winning all 4 major golf tournaments in 1 year. What?
She's so like shy.
Grand slam.
Who is this?
Nice.
Never mind.
Nice.
Maybe I haven't changed that much. I love the old UI, and there's Bobby. Hello. This is my first impression of Bobby.
I'm gonna laugh at his joke. You burst out laughing. I didn't burst out laughing, did I? Sweeter than these other guys.
Oh my goodness, that was our first ever experience with Bobby, and it did start our whole love story, and I'm sure we're gonna see some of those clips today. This is from Mr. Love Island. It's the episode 20 in season 2, and Lucas and Henrik have just entered the villa a couple of episodes ago, and we're about to see some of their talents.
Playing fast and loose with the word talent, boys. Bobby plans to amaze the girls with a sleight of hand and a dress that leaves nothing to
Oh, I remember this.
If you look closely, you'll see I'm wearing nothing more than a skimpy frock.
Yeah,
That's not
Bobby.
even the most revealing one I brought. Then, with a flick of his wrist and a puff of smoke, the hanky disappears and a perfect cupcake appears in his hand. Where was he hiding that? Something sweet for someone sweet? He places the cupcake in front of you. There is no way I'm eating that.
Had I not realised at this point that Bobby was Scottish? Is that what's happening here? Also, firstly, I love my phone cases. I've been seeing some of them pop up, and I'm like, I used to be such a phone case girly. Now, I love my phone case now as well, though, but it's like definitely not the same vibe. This is my phone case now. You know, pop socket and everything. I had Donald Duck. Also, this moment was suggested by Tito, I want to say is your name. Thank you so much for suggesting this moment.
Look
at the Halloween stuff.
Welcome back.
I feel like I'm really starting to look like myself here. By the way, I'm not this tanned, and I wasn't that pale. It's just the way my cameras have been set up differently. It's a stark contrast. I'm fully seeing this. I don't know. I feel like I look better now, but it's just like 2 different people. It doesn't feel like the same person. I think that's like the #1 thing. I used to have an intro. Oh my gosh. I remember when we made that. I was thrilled.
Exciting.
Chelsea.
Why does Gary
This is
look
our
so
first
nervous?
like full day of
All
Chelsea.
eyes are on Chelsea. She's clearly excited to drop the news. Lottie, I thought you were supposed to be the loyal one.
She almost had her voice from the beginning. Obviously, Chelsea speaks a bit more like this now, and she's definitely less like, hello everyone, welcome, I'm Chelsea. She's definitely a bit more flouncy, but it's just really interesting to see. I think I was really quite shy when I was doing these videos. Like, look at my face. I look like Violet from The Incredibles. Like, I'm just like, hide myself behind my hair, can't let anything go.
And how did you end up snogging Gary? Right after Hannah got dumped. Hannah and Gary were coupled
you
up.
tell
Hannah
him.
and Lottie were friends. I'm not sure Hannah and Gary were ever coupled up, so...
Chelsea coming in and just like dropping bombshells left, right and centre. Bless Chelsea. I miss Chelsea so much. I really hope they bring back season 2 in any capacity they can. It will never replace the original, but Gosh, what a storyline. This is like one of the first times that we get to spend some shower time with Bobby, and oh my gosh, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment just knowing what's about to happen. But I have started my Scottish accent at this point, so let's see how we get on.
It might actually be nice to have some privacy. Would you maybe want to hang out in the bathroom for a bit? You know, with me? Yeah, I'm up for that. Let's hide in the bathroom.
Spend your gems, girl.
I'm spending my gems this trio of episodes. Just spending them. Bobby steps aside to let you in. He closes the door behind you and catches your eye.
I used to film these videos in such a different way. So what I used to have to do was film the webcam and the gameplay separately. And then I used to line them up. And because I now stream, I know how to film it all at once. So this video, for example, hello, I'm filming this at the same time as my reaction, but it's all one video. I don't know if this is going to make sense to anyone who doesn't know basic editing, but basically what you're seeing here is just like all one file, and it used to be like 3 or 4 different files and then 3 or 4 different tracks on top of each other in the editing software. And I do prefer my editing back here in a lot of ways, but I would never be able to make videos now as quickly as I did then. My ex at the time was editing some of my videos for me and keeping me going, and I'm so grateful that we had him going and doing that for me. But nowadays I do it all myself, and I'm a content creator full time. Ashleigh here would have had a heart attack if she knew that was the case.
He smiles. What? I don't know, you're looking at me funny.
Oh, Bobby's so cute.
Aren't you? Bricking it. He laughs nervously. His skin prickles with goosebumps as he runs a hand up your arm. He presses his body against yours. The ball tiles are cold against your back as he kisses up your neck. Should we go all the way? I want to go all the way. He works his way. I don't know why I'm hiding. This is not the horror games. He works his way towards your mouth and kisses you passionately, hoisting your legs around his waist. He whispers in your ear. Ever tried it in the shower? There's a first time for everything. He kisses you as you both strip off your clothes, leaving them in a crumpled pile on the bathroom floor. You're both putting on your clothes when you hear voices outside.
I feel like, oh hello, that's a big face. I feel like we were very much like cut off then. How rude is that? How rude! But oh my gosh, I think that was maybe one of my first experiences. I used to be so self-conscious reading these out because I was a very, I don't know what the word is. You know the word for like when you're a bit shy about anything sexual, and I hated reading it out, but now I really feel like I play into it on my live streams and I kind of love it. And we got up to a lot of that with Scarlett and Tempting Fate as well. I cannot believe how much I've changed from this person. Like, oh, I just feel like a completely different person to how I was then. I was just younger. This was 5 years ago.
I'm sorry if it ruined your cuppa.
I feel like I sound so much like Shrek, like Mike Myers' version of like a Scottish accent, and it's making me slowly die. This episode was the one where we got to see Bobby dressed up in his judge outfit, and this is the first part that really came to my mind as well. Whenever I think about season 2, this is what I think of. Mike also said that he thinks the same when we think of season 2, so let's see what Judge Bobby was all about.
Order in the court. Everyone falls silent and looks at him. I have an idea. Reconvene at the fire pit in 10 minutes. Judge Bobby is the law. Ooh, courtroom drama.
I miss my hair.
Court is now in session. The Honourable Judge Bobby is presiding.
Yay!
I'm sure you have got to be kidding me. The Honourable Judge Bobby, everyone. Looking the part, mate. That's my cape, Bobby. Is that a tea towel on your head? Order in my court. First case on my list is the case of the bruised fruit. Overruled. Bailiff Graham escort the accused directly to jail.
I really miss this whole like season 2 aesthetic. I miss it so much, but you know what? We're just gonna have to say goodbye to it. We're just gonna have to like hope it comes back. But Judge Bobby was also one of my favorite episodes, and just it was so much fun. If you want to watch it, it's episode 57 in Love Island in the Game season 2. Also, for the first time in my life, I decided that I was gonna stream the finale for season 2. I think that maybe or may have been one of the first streams I ever did. If not the first stream we ever did. So we ended up streaming it. It was great. And then we edited the videos down into parts as well. So if you don't want to watch the live stream, the parts are out. And then that was like one of the biggest moments is when we had to decide whether we were going to pick love or money with Bobby. And I bet you can guess what we picked.
Bobby looks at you and then walks to his position. You stand either side of the podium on the centre of the stage. I just found out that Bobby and I won Love Island. But now there's one more challenge we have to face. Bring it on. If we can survive the villa, what's one more test? Your thoughts are interrupted by 2 phones beeping. You pull yours out and see Bobby doing the same.
Love this outfit,
you must
Bobby.
have got the same message. Ashleigh and Bobby, welcome to the final challenge. You must each choose one envelope. The person who holds the envelope with £50,000 will then choose whether they will share the money with their partner or keep it all for themselves. I want the one near me. Seems like fate. It's already been placed there. I'll just have this one. Makes sense? You grab the envelope and slide your finger under the flap. Shall we do it at the same time? You break the seal and open the envelopes. Your card has £50,000 written in glittering gold letters.
Look at us go.
Bobby turns to you and holds up his envelope. It's empty. I've got the money and a text. Do you want to split the £50,000 with Bobby? Or keep it all to yourself?
Why am I nervous about this? Why am I sat in this situation like, is she gonna take the money? Or is she gonna leave Bobby?
Bobby would never forgive me if I took the money. It's not even about the money, but it would break any trust we have between us. But it's not like I'd ever have to see him again. Maybe you can put a price on love.
She's into it. We've got all the way to episode 90 in this season, and all of a sudden I'm like, this is it. I can do this. I can do story.
It's time to make my decision. Do I want to keep the money to myself or split the money with Bobby? There is a part of me that is severely tempted to keep the money to myself. I am just going to split the money with Bobby. Or should I? No. Yes, no. We'll split the money with Bobby. The whole crowd erupts in cheers and cameras begin to flash again. Bobby runs over to you with his arms out wide. Babe! This is our moment. I'm going to kiss him. Who cares about the cameras? You step into his embrace and wind your arms around his waist.
That was like such a good moment. I'm kind of almost getting emotional about it because I really feel like that solidified my love of Love Island. I know I'm just like not expressing anything at all. I'm so thrilled and I'm so glad that you enjoyed the series as well because I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. Spot the difference between that last series and where we are now. Like, it looks like barely anything's changed, but I feel like I look so different. This is from episode 1 of The Wedding. If you don't know what's coming, this was a kind of an offshoot of Love Island: The Game season 2, and this was a really important moment as well, which is giving me shivers just thinking about it. So let's play it.
Right, I've waited long enough. You turn to Bobby, who looks as confused as the others. Here we go. Bobby, ever since I fell for your silly face, I've grown to love you more every day. Is she? No way. And so, Bobby, do I go down on one knee?
Season 2, man.
Why not? Go down on one knee. You take a knee and pull out the ring. A chorus of gasps bounces around the room. It's happening. How did I not see this coming? Chelsea lets out a high-pitched squeal. Will you marry me? The room is silent, waiting for Bobby's answer. Bobby clasps his hands over his mouth in shock. His eyes tear up. Yes, I will, babe. He takes the ring and puts it on his finger. Whoa, that's tight. Huh? Kidding, it's perfect.
I love that. And then Chelsea just comes back with this.
The room bursts into applause. This is amazing.
Season 2, man. You know, even The Wedding was so good and I'm getting all these waves of nostalgia and I'm kind of loving it. I want to say obviously, but obviously Bobby and Ashleigh ended up getting married. And I decided to skip season 1 and go straight on to season 3 because that was just announced.
This day is called Pitch a Tent on My Heart, and this part is called Moody Blues.
So this is our character Tris. I think she may be my favourite MC visually that we ever made. I think she looks amazing. I think she's so cool. My hair was so long. I'm growing it again now, but it's taking so long. We're about to go and speak to AJ, who is a firecracker, and I'm so sad we decided not to pursue things with her.
We're gonna offer to give AJ a massage.
Ooh.
You're really tense. Do you want a massage? You are a mind reader. You run your hands over AJ's shoulders. She lets out a sigh of pleasure. Wow, this feels great. Have you done this before?
We had that sort of like will they won't they with AJ for a lot of season 3 and then decided we probably won't, but I can't remember why. What was I thinking? Big jump now. We're going on to season 4 to have a look at some of the best bits, and we're having another shower scene with Bruno. If you don't remember, Bruno was the absolute love of my life. Obviously could not compare to Bobby, but this was back when I was in my other house and I had a very Christmassy setup going on and I kind of love it, but also she was young. It was a different time.
I'm alone in the bathroom with Bruno.
Yeah, you are.
I should get undressed, help Bruno to undress, or ask Bruno to help me undress. I'm gonna ask Bruno to help me undress. The two of you stand naked next to one another, taking in each other's body. This just went from like a 5 degrees Celsius to a 70 degrees Celsius situation. We're naked together. I'm gonna stand proud.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, yeah. You stand fully on display to Bruno, who does the same. I don't usually move so fast, but I can't help it with you. Do I want to take this further?
Yeah!
Do we want to take this further?
I did this one
kiss,
live as well.
Are we gonna wash, or are we gonna go all the way? And if you guys don't pick go all the way, I'm officially never streaming on Twitch again. My Twitch chat have just voted to see what we should do.
This
whether we
was
should
a
kiss,
live stream,
wash,
man.
or go all the way. And I'm sad to say they voted wash. We're gonna just wash with Bruno. We're
No.
gonna focus on washing. See, this is why you should be over here on Twitch so you can help us make the decisions. I'm just kidding, we're going all the way with Bruno.
If you don't know this piece of music, this was one of the first times I ever used this piece of music, and it's something that comes back nowadays, especially during the shower scenes.
Jade, do you want me? Yes. Bruno holds you close, one hand cupping your cheek, the other on the small of your back. His fingertips softly caress you. The gesture is just a little unsure. You try to meet his gaze, but he hides his face in your neck, inhaling your scent. I still kinda can't believe it. There's no security cordon now.
Bruno was supposed to be from Liverpool, and I realised I just put Bobby's voice and soul into another man's body, and it is a very nice body.
Bruno, this feels so nice. How can I make it nicer? Love Island asking all the tough questions. Am I down for something?
Me just reaching for the drink. Oh, thirsty times. Gosh, I look even more like a different person here than I did before. I do miss that setup though. That background was so good. It's some of the happiest like content creation times in my life. But one of you suggested that we look at this, which was the kiss with Angie, which was also Titu. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, but let's have a look at that scene now. Angie seems nervous. I'm gonna ask what's wrong. What's up, girl? You didn't eat any of Bruno's expired oats, did you? Angie swallows back a dry laugh. She rests her head on your shoulder gently. No, I didn't. But I do have a regret. Angie avoids your gaze and returns to looking at the sky. Comfortable silence passes the two of you. You feel Angie's hand slide into your grip, fingers automatically entwining together. Her skin is warm, flush against your own. It's been a long journey, but every step of the way you've had my back. Encouraged me to break out of my shell and focus on me. I can't tell you how much you mean to me, Jade. Her lips are mere inches from your own. Angie's so close. Oh my goodness. This is such a romantic moment. I feel like if Jade was actually there, she is actually there, but if they were real actual people having this moment, I feel like it would be hard to resist kissing someone in that moment. But you do have to remember that Jade and Bruno are very happily together, and they have just been knocked apart pretty horrifically because Jade previously a long time ago kissed someone, and I feel like we can't do that to Bruno. You let the moment pass. Warm air wraps around you and Angie turns suddenly. The two of you lie back to watch the sky again. It's a beautiful sight. We didn't kiss Angie. I really thought we did kiss Angie. I had like a thing in my head that said we did it, but we didn't. If you do know that we kissed Angie somewhere else down in this series, please let me know, and maybe I can do a short reacting to that. I feel like by the time X in the Villa came around, I was like fully in my moment. I knew what I was doing. I knew how to do Love Island the game videos in the way that I wanted to, and I was having such a good time doing it. And this is one of the moments that you suggested, Tears Song suggested. In the episode 4, Suresh is watching us. Ashley has to choose a nickname for Liv, her MC, and can't come up with anything. After a short montage of her trying and failing to come up with something, she decides to go with something basic, only to have the game reject it. As a result, she ends up with a nickname that makes her cringe and me laugh. It was such a relatable moment. Watch for yourself at 17:05 to 18:11. Thank you so much for the timestamps. You are incredible. Thank you. What about me? Do I have a name? Alfie pauses for a moment. I think that you deserve something better. Really? Yeah, something that shows your sparkling personality. Something like you jump in with your own nickname before Alfie can give you one. Not gonna lie, this is a lot of pressure. Yeah, my nickname should be the Sparkling Diamond.
Liquid Liv.
What the heck? I don't remember doing
I've
this.
legit been thinking about it for about 25 minutes. I've reached out to Twitter.
I do remember that. I do remember that.
Multiple places, multiple friends. I can't think of anything, so I'm going to go for the very basic.
Liquid Liv! Living it up. Living, like living it up. Oh yeah. It's invalid. Living it up. It's invalid. What about Live the Luscious? Oh, I didn't know I was gonna accept it. I feel really stupid now. Call me Live the Luscious. Live the Luscious. I think it suits me. Whoops. Also, in Double Date, I have 2 moments that are relatable and fairly close. I'm counting them as one. Basically, Liv is on a date with Suresh and her ex, and Ashleigh, feeling the stress of the season by this time, has some very on-point commentary. Why do I look like a Simpson? As an aside, why am I so yellow? Do a joke that will make you laugh louder than Arlo. Really? That was a pretty loud laugh. Trust me, Liv, listen to this. Alfie clears his throat and sits up straight as if preparing for a big performance. What do I keep in my trousers that's 5 inches long, 3 inches wide and drives everyone wild? Go on. A £50 note. From now on, or for at least this volume, we've got chaotic Liv. And Liv is going to just do what she wants to do without thinking about the consequences. So Liv is going to laugh hysterically, louder than Arlo, and we're going to see what happens. I feel like that was the moment I truly gave up with the ex in the villa. I do want to finish it, and I am going to finish it. I know I am. But I think that was also the moment I was like, maybe I can't do this anymore. This experience doing Love Island has been absolutely incredible, and I'm so grateful to be in this position where I can share these games with you. I don't work with Fusebox. They have in the past sent me gems, but I've never worked exclusively under contract for them. I also have not been paid by them to create any Love Island content, so my thoughts and my feelings about it are always going to be my own. And nowadays we do our live streams, and that's what Claudia said was your favorite thing. We're doing the live streams. Here are some of my favorite moments from the live streams, and I hope you enjoy them too. Claudia is mother, is she? Scarlet. Welcome in, Scarlet. Jin, I want a truth from you. What kind of truth? Yeah, what kind of truth? I want a naughty truth. Saving people is such a noble profession. She clutches her heart wistfully, a lacy neon thong dangling from her grip. Real poignant. Especially with those Especially with those undies between your fingers. Is this trying to be a Scottish accent or an Irish accent? This is how it is. This is the Irish accent. I did deserve more. Bringing that big bombshell energy. It's so hard to judge it. You were amazing though, Scarlett. Just so you know, Scarlett, I wanted to give you a 10. All right, moving on to girl number 3. If Mel gets higher than me, I will flip this computer. We gave you a 9. Well, promises are promises, everyone. Stay tuned. I'm gonna flip it. How about writing a poem for me, Carl? Scarlett is a gem, the kind you find on rings. This lady is always sparkling, I swear, her beauty sings. Scarlett, you're a babe, a bright and shining star. And damn, I'm gonna miss you if you go to the main, villa. Look, if you want to graph me, then just get it over with. Are you asking me to graft you, Liam? No, I'm not asking. You know what else I'm confident about? I'm confident that you're not my type. Excuse me. Okay. Why does she look so strange? Does she look vacant? Is that what it is? Is she looking a little bit like... Are you looking past us? Like, what is going on? Turn to you as you open up your envelope and see the word money staring back at you. Money. I'll take the money, please. What? This feels so right. Hi, Carl. I don't want it. This looks cozy. I should really give you both some space to talk. Kyle gives you a cold, hurt stare. So, this is what's happening now, Scarlett. You and Liam skipping off into the sunset together. As I was doing this series and getting to it and just finding all of these clips, I did find something that I wanted to share with you, which was that I actually started making Love Island the game videos 6 years ago, and I'd forgotten this and I had flung it back from my memory, but I addressed it in the first episode of season 2, and I basically said, hey, you know, I've done this before, but I'm gonna do it again. Excuse me? So this is the first ever start of my first ever Love Island the game experience. This was 6 years ago. This was in 2018. I obviously look very different, and I'm gonna say How is cringy? Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. As you can tell from my t-shirt, today's I don't know what that noise was. Today's a very different kind of video. So as you can see from the screen right now, we're gonna actually be playing Love Island, the game. I cannot believe this is my first ever Love Island experience. This is my first ever like setup, I believe. And it feels absolutely wild that times have changed so much. Like, she is not me. She was blonde. Dude, I'm not. I'm the furthest I could possibly be away from blonde at the moment. And this is my first experience with Love Island, the game. Same time as you. She waves as she sees you approach. Hi, I'm Ashleigh. I'm Allegra. It's so nice to meet you. She's 24 from Swansea. I'm probably not going to try and put a Welsh accent on. She's a cocktail entrepreneur and we don't know what that means either. But we did. We ended up putting on the Welsh accent when we went back and we did Love Island the Game 1. I did not know this is a thing beforehand and I'm probably going to go and like private these videos. So don't go and look for them. Don't do it. I started creating these Love Island the Game videos in my first ever flat. I started that video by thanking my sister for putting me onto Love Island the Game. And I think that's a story I've told so many times. But do I remember sitting down to film it? No. Do I remember starting season 1 way later, like after season 3? Yes, and I cannot believe that I actually started all the way back when I did. So today is officially my 5-year anniversary of creating Love Island the Game content because it's where I remember starting and being in that moment and meeting all of you because I couldn't be on this Love Island the Game journey without you all. I'm so grateful that you have stuck around. If you have decided to subscribe from this video as well, thank you so much. I couldn't do it without you. Honestly, truthfully, I just appreciate you all so much. Thank you for being here on this wild ride over 5 years. I feel like I am in a privileged position. My most documented like 5 years, I'm so different in this time, is on the internet, and I can look back and I can see how much I've changed from the beginning to the end, but also I can literally see how much we've grown as a channel and how much we have changed together, and it's just such a nice experience to be able to see that and to have that kind of on record. In the last 5 years, I always had YouTube, I always had you, and I always had this community, and I'm so grateful that we are here now and I can keep making these videos and I can keep experiencing mobile games with you all, and I'm just so grateful that we are in this position together where we can do this, and I'm incredibly grateful. Thank you so much. I also want to say a massive thank you to our members who, without you, I would not be able to make these videos. If you do want to become a member of the channel, there is a join button somewhere around the screen, or the link is in the description. If you do want to support the channel and you can't donate financially, liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing, turning on your notifications, it really helps me out. It makes YouTube go, yeah, people want to see her videos. So thank you so much. I've been filming for way over an hour. I have gone down memory lane and I'm very emotional right now. I'll be back for more live streams. I'll be back for more Love Island. I'm gonna say I'm hopefully never gonna stop it, but you never know what's gonna happen. But I really hope that is the case. Thank you so much for being here on this journey with me. I appreciate you so much, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everyone.